Hi everybody, Bill here from turboDial. This is a video that will show the setup and do a demonstration of the email open tagging feature, which is part of Hot Leads in turboDial. So Hot Leads has 4 actual features in it. Hot Lead Alerts, where you can get multiple users immediately notified about important actions that your contacts take, and that notification will pop up right inside of their turboDial screen. Hot Lead Calls, where you can immediately call a new lead even when you're away from your office using your mobile phone or whatever other phone you designate. Email open tagging, which is what we'll be demonstrating here and showing the setup for. This is where you can tag your lead at the moment that they open your email. That is a particularly good time to recognize that they're considering your offer, and if you want to take some automated or personal follow-up actions, that's a good time to do it. Lastly, SMS alerts. This is where your text message replies arrive right back in turboDial inside the panel of turboDial, in addition to coming in as an email. So email open tagging, the goal here is to be informed at the moment your prospect is viewing your email so that you can take automatic or personal follow-up actions. That's the best time to catch them because you know they're available and considering your offer at that time. So how does it work? Your Campaign Builder email will contain a special invisible image. When any HTML email is opened by an email reader, it could be Microsoft Outlook, the Mac iMail reader, smartphone email readers, Gmail, whatever it is, the email reader will fetch and display the embedded images in that email. That special invisible image will be fetched along with the rest, but it will be fetched from a turboDial server, and then turboDial can decode that fetch request and use it to apply the tag to your contact. Now, since tags are applied only once, subsequent opens of that same email will not trigger actions, only the first time. To do this setup, you're going to use your turboDial account because there's a piece of HTML code that you're going to need to use, and you can use copy and paste from your turboDial account to do that. Your turboDial account is located here. If you have lost your login and password, you can go to turbodial.biz/support and enter your email address there to retrieve it. So let's walk through these steps. The setup is just a few steps. First of all, you're going to need to create a tag in your Infusionsoft account. And normally you're going to use a new tag for this purpose, probably not going to use an existing tag. And each different email that you set up with email open tagging in it will probably have its own separate tag. So create that tag and get the tag ID number. I'll show you how to do that. Create the email in a campaign and then insert a special HTML snippet, and we'll show you that. You're going to copy the HTML code again from the turboDial account, which is here, and you're going to insert and edit that code in the HTML snippet back in the email. So there's 4 steps. We'll walk through them here. Okay, here we are at an Infusionsoft account. I also have turboDial running, as you can see over here. So inside of this Infusionsoft account, I have a web form that's requesting information about widgets. That form is going to trigger a sequence which is going to send an email, and this email is the email I want to have a tag applied when this email is opened. So this is where we're going to do our work inside of here. I've already got it mostly set up. And there's one more step I need to do, which is to create the HTML snippet. Before we do that, I want to go and I want to create the tag. So I'm going to go to CRM settings and to tags. Now in my case, I've already got the tag created here. It's this one, widget sale email open, and it's tag ID 1548. So I'm going to keep that open. Come back here to my email. I'm going to get this HTML snippet right from here and drag it anywhere in my email. It doesn't matter because it's not going to end up with anything being visible to the person that's reading the email. This is an invisible item in your email, so you can really place it anywhere. Now if I go to my account, my turboDial account, and log in, and then I go to turboDial upgrades and then hot leads, I can scroll down on this page until I get to the email open tagging section, and here it is. Click on that, and now I've got a full guide of all the steps for setting up email open tagging, the ones we're walking through right now. When I get to step 3, Here's a special piece of code in blue that I want to copy to my clipboard. I'm going to go back to my HTML snippet at the email that I'm editing in Infusionsoft. I'm going to paste that in. Now, there's one more step here before I'm done. In this snippet of code, there's a 4 capital letter N's right there. N, 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 N. That's where I'm going to put the tag ID. So I see that 1548. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my HTML snippet. I'm going to paste it right in there. So now I've got that full snippet copied exactly from my turboDial account, and I've changed one thing. I've just changed those 4 capital letter N's to the tag ID. I'm going to save that. Now my email is ready to go. Now you can see that there's an HTML snippet here, but it's not going to result in a visible item in the email. I'm going to mark that email as ready. Go back to the campaign. I'm going to ready to publish this, but before I do, I want to show you the rest of the campaign here. There's a tag goal here, which triggers when that widget sale email open tag gets applied. And then when it triggers, it's going to send a hot lead alert using this HTTP post. I'm not going to go into that. There's another video that shows you how to set up hot lead alerts. Go back to the campaign and let's publish this. Okay, the campaign is published. Now let's go open up this web form right here and fill it out. Put in some test information. I'm going to submit that. This is going to create a new contact record with this email address. It's going to result in an email coming into this computer I'm using right now. Now we'll wait for that email to arrive. Okay, that email has arrived. Let's go look at it. Here it is. When I click this email right here in the list, it's going to result in that email being opened and displayed on my screen, and that act is going to fetch the special invisible image from turboDial and cause the tag to be applied to this new contact record. There's the email. Now you notice you cannot see that image in this email, but it is there. So now what has happened is this form was filled out, the email was sent, the tag was applied, and now this hot lead alert sequence has been triggered, and we're going to get a hot lead alert any minute now. Okay, you see it popped up right here. Bill Johnson just opened the widget sale email. On this hot lead alert, if I click the blue triangle, it's going to refocus turboDial from where it's currently at, Alan Bradford, to the new contact that just became a lead. And there it is, Bill Johnson, and the phony phone number that I put in for him. So we have gone through and we saw the tag and the tag goal and the hot lead sequence that I created up in a campaign in Infusionsoft. We submitted the web form. We received the email and opened the email, and after that we received a hot lead alert. That's the setup and demonstration of email open tagging. Happy calling, everybody.